again. Yeah, keeps happening. Anyway, I do have to change my my approach, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, it seemed to me that this makes sense. You know, people make videos, you make response videos. They would somehow respond to your response in some sort of coherent manner, and blah, 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 blah. And this would be the way you'd have an argument. It seems kind of disciplined. Each person gets their chance to speak. And, you know, it seems like the way it should be done. But it really doesn't work because you can't get people to stay on the subject, can't get them to respond. So you're just kind of stuck with nothing. You know, you're just stuck re-arguing the liars or the fakers or the, you know, the criminals against logic and rationality. So anyway, speaking of the master criminal, yeah, evil Simon Bar Putsy Poo. Anyway, so yeah, even this title, How Words and Why Not, How to Words and Why Not, Inventive Harvest. I don't know if that was the title of his video. He sure had a dumbass title. Anyway, that's a previous video. I don't know. Was it? I don't know. So, I won't kill you by doing the whole video. We'll just do the second half. But so he's analogizing himself to Galileo, you know, the truth teller, being oppressed by the lying church, right? Who doesn't have any evidence for their God and is insisting everybody believe in it. Whereas this reality is, I have the evidence of evolution, a big pile of evidence, and this guy, people like these people, keep saying, no, 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 you cannot establish anything as a truth about what we are, our psychology, our meaning, our substance. No, 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 let's just pretend none of that evolution thing happened so we can all be magical conscious creatures, rather than just bugs that sing and dance. That kind of thing. But it is just amazing how he's, you know, he's portraying himself as the oppressed Galileo. And just let's understand too, you know, this is the guy who thinks some words have meaning, tyranny, and some words have no meaning, imposition. That's his values. Anyway, let's play along.
Satan, for the more modern term, suffering.
Right, so now he's saying that, like the Pope, you see, we're imposing. So when the Pope was saying that we don't want Satan to run the world, Mr. Galileo, therefore you can't tell people that the, you know, silly sun thing, blah, blah, blah. Like that's somehow going to change people's religion. Like somehow you can't believe in God anymore because you find out the earth goes around the sun instead of the sun going around the earth. Somehow that breaks the God theory altogether. Well, of course it doesn't. Of course it didn't. And what else is there to say on this? We know that it was just this whole idea of scientific investigation was just looking like everything they investigated about science. You know, the Pope had to be kind of anti-science just because everything they find out scientifically pretty much just said there is no God. So they were just in a blanket manner against it. But anyway, so his analogy now is Satan and the word suffering. So he's comparing imposition of the fictitious boogeyman of Satan with the idea that somebody would be risk averse and find suffering to be something unacceptable as something you impose on anyone, that you don't really have a right to tell something else your suffering is worth my gain. So he's calling those two things the same. The church trying to impose the idea of Satan is the same as somebody logically saying you're not allowed to impose suffering. Wow. 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 Right? I mean, I suppose I should do a wow, like a big wow on the screen. Just imagine I did that just because I'm too fucking lazy. Wow! On the screen. Like, holy shit, how the fuck did he do that? Because that's got to be like the fucking biggest lie ever. I should sue him for lying.
As I say, there's a direct line that leads from planting a flag in the ground and saying, this is the building block of reality.
Right, evolution. Building block of, yeah, factual truth. That's where we came from. And it's nothing but a sad, tragic, sad tale. Sucks.
And way down the line, to the guy in that infamous metaphor, strapped to a gurney, having a spike driven into his eye.
I love when he laughs at the suffering of the other. The other has a nail in his eye. I mean, this guy, where is Hannibal Lecter when you need him? Eat this fucker's brain, Hannibal.
You can see the progression. We have to assume...
Full of fat, though. We don't want Hannibal to get cholesterol. Yeah, his brain is too fat. So just dig it out and throw it in the garbage.
Certain things, or else certain things will happen, and Satan's reign will take place on Earth.
Right, so being aware of the fact that we are basically mechanisms that create suffering is the same as believing in Satan and reigning on the earth. Satan reign. So Satan reign and the vulnerability created by sentience are equally rational theories. The theory that we are sentient creatures vulnerable to preposterous amounts of suffering for absolutely no good reason is just as clever or smart or informed as the theory that Satan is coming.
In some views, Satan is already reigning, and the only thing that is holding us back from actually having to experience all of this is this self-constructed reality. Everyone is suffering. It's universal. Everybody suffers. We all wither and...
Yeah, not the same amount, that's for sure, though, right? Some people get off a little bit easier than other people. Some people get killed in, preposterously spectacular ways for which they only have a millisecond of realization. I mean, not even enough time to go, holy... And all they get is the holy part out. They don't even get to say shit, and they're already fucked beyond all recognition. The lucky ones.
We die. We all get diseases. Our teeth fall out. We get, all kinds of bad things. People don't have enough to eat. Can you imagine what Renaissance Europe was like?
Actually, it wasn't so bad because, all those things, you died in about 3 days. So as soon as you got a little bit debilitated, you weren't going to live too long. It was only the very unlucky few, the very, very unlucky few, who actually survived there in fetters and, marched on in torment and suffering for a perpetually long amount of time. But it didn't take long for them to throw, once you got old-timers, nobody was going to fuck around with you, and tie a rope on you and do all that shit. No. Alright, they were just going to let you loose in the backyard, just say, well, see you, Pa. We really had enough of you.
You can say, look, Christianity tells everybody that your suffering has meaning. That your suffering is, in a sense, redemptive.
Whatever, it tells you a lot of crap, and obviously only an idiot would believe any of that stupid shit. So again, I don't even understand why I'm having a conversation with people that believe this shit. Why would I believe in this stupid fucking Santa Claus story? Pearly gates. Why would I waste my time on something that has pearly gates? Would I really want to go to somebody's house if they had actual pearls on their gates? Would I want to go there? No. I'd say asshole. Really fat. I'd say ass. I'd just walk by and say, oh, what an asshole. Pearls on his gate. What an asshole.
And the ideal that we dangle in front of everybody of heaven is not that different from the simple ideal of non-existence.
Let's see. The simple ideal of non-existence. So when we talk about the fact that we're living in a world that perpetually and not sensibly, very inefficiently, wastes, squanders, pisses away tons and tons of sentient organism suffering. That's as unrealistic to talk about the idea that, hey, you can prevent all that by going Martian. Okay? If we just go Martian, we get rid of all that negative crap. That's the same thing as talking about an artificial fantasy land of perpetual and forever, ever blissful bliss. Without penises. Somehow they do that without a penis being involved. I don't know how you do that bliss thing without a penis being involved. I have no clue how they do that.
So you have to be careful of that kind of thing because, again, it becomes dogmatic.
Oh, it's dogmatic to talk about the fact that nature is an imbecile and it likely didn't create the Taj Mahal or the whatever, 7 wonders. Nature doesn't do this 7 wonder thing. It makes Well, unless you want to call a tsunami a seventh wonder. I mean, I suppose there's seven wonders of catastrophic blow-up-iness. You know, Pompeii or something might be nature. One of nature's seven wonders of the world is, you know, blowing the top off mountains and crap. But realistically, nature doesn't do anything really clever or smart or nice or interesting or beautiful. It doesn't do any of that shit. It just goddamn grinds up shit. And every now and then, I suppose a piece of the shit flies on the wall and it might look a little bit interesting. But mostly it's just blood and guts and ouch, ouch. Go
The
anywhere.
only thing in the Pope's...
Me hungry, me horny, me want. I mean, you know, making a little device that you go to the store at Walmart, you know, and you just buy it. It's called me horny, me want. You know, and you open the box and the little thing pops out and it just goes, me horny, me hungry, me want, me thirsty, me. I mean, how long would it take for you to figure out this is worth throwing away? Yeah, it wouldn't take long.
Universe that was worth doing anything about was fighting Satan, even if it meant quashing discovered truths that conflicted with the tools that they had established.
Right, so what discovered truths am I quashing? What is this inquisition of the suffering? The inquisitioners of the suffering. What truth are we quashing? What truth do you have? What evidence of your I'm having a purposeful encounter with reality, and I'm important, and I need to exist, and the future needs to exist? Well, where's your evidence of that need? Where do I see it in the world somewhere? Where can I find evidence of this need for you to exist that doesn't exist in some fat brain here, like a little corpuscle of gristle and fat, a little bit of like bacon residue in your gristly fat brain? Explain to me where else I can find in the fucking goddamn universe evidence of this need that you exist. Show me.
In order to
I mean, that's hardly being the Inquisition, isn't it? To say, show me, right? If they would have just said to Galileo, well, show me, then he would have just said, well, look, here's the charts, okay? It's all mathematically perfect. And they would have said, oh, okay, that's evidence. Good going, bud. I'll give you a good going, bud. Okay, I'll do that. I'll go, good going, Anaconda guy. If you could just sit there and glean a little bit of charts or some sort of evidence of the necessity of your bullshit existence, if you could just show me somewhere in the universe outside of your delusional brain where there's some sort of, wow, look how negative the universe is because there's no Martians. Look how horrible it is that there's no Phoenicians. Look how awful it is there's no Moonicans. Ah! Show me. Show me. Show me the degrade, the diminishment. Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Satan. Catholicism. And our new version of Catholicism is the scientific reality that we've all agreed upon.
Oh, now did you? I wasn't the only one who heard that, right? So he's back up to 6 thumbie uppies. So the asshole atheist community, or whatever these assholes are that watch this asshole's videos, gave this guy 6 thumbie uppies for just comparing science to Catholicism. I mean, let's play it again, just for fun.
Because, again, it becomes dogmatic. The only thing in the Pope's universe that was worth doing anything about was fighting Satan, even if it meant quashing discovered truths that conflicted with the tools that they had established in order to fight Satan.
Again, he thinks we're squashing his truths. What truth am I quashing of yours there, Anticontrad? Oh, that's right, none.
Catholicism. And our new version of Catholicism is the scientific reality that we've all agreed upon. Now, I'm questioning that.
Yes. Can I just say, what? What? So evolution is really Catholicism. You've all been fooled. So all these douchebags. Let's find out what kind of dude. Now, my name guy. You all for that, are you? A little Groucho? He was a comic. This guy isn't as funny as Groucho. I'm sorry, these jokes aren't funny. Science is Catholicism? It's not a funny joke. Fuck a Yui.
at reality, at least its absoluteness, or at least our perception of it as absolute.
Again, so we can't know nothing. No, we got big telescope, we got big microscope, we got electron microscope, we got tunneling this, we got blah, 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 blah. We don't know nothing. No. We don't want to know nothing. That's what religion is. Religion says we don't want to know nothing. That's the whole fucking point. So you're the fucking religious kookmonga. You're the new Catholicism. Well, okay, they got us on that God thing, so let's just take God out, because then we won't have any supernatural character to worry about. And we'll just keep all of the idiotic traditional mumbo-jumbo. We'll just keep all the silly notions without the God. And try to sell that to the people. You suffer for the fun of it. Yeah, that'll be it. Instead of saying you're suffering for God or for your character, we'll just say you're doing it for the fun of it. And they'll fall for it, because they're stupid as fuck. Yeah.
And of course, the result is denunciation. Guilt.
Whatever, yeah. Imposition of responsibility. Oh my God, it is the imposition coming.
Your arguments don't make sense. Like, you personally are a bastard for bringing this about.
Your arguments don't make sense, and you're personally an asshole because you're deluding and deceiving a world that doesn't need any more delusion and deception. We've already had enough of this delusion and deception shit. It hasn't done us no good. Yeah, it's time to do the let's just get with the program. There's some facts here. Let's deal with them honestly instead of being little fucking cowards. Riding your there's a term for that, a straw tiger. But that's what you're riding. You're riding the tiger on the Ferris wheel. Pussy shit.
I don't give a damn about your stupid highfalutin ideas. Look what you're doing with it.
What's your highfalutin idea? Again, if you had an idea, I would give a shit. But you don't have a highfalutin idea. You don't have a smickety-mocketin idea. You don't have a gibberty-gobberty idea. You don't have any kind of fucking goddamn idea. Not even close to something that could be conceptualized as an idea.
Look what's going to result. Epete se mueve, and yet it moves.
Boy, that makes a lot of sense, don't it? And yet it moves. So that's how, hey, you always just go back to that. And yet it takes a poo. There you go. That solves all of life's mystery. It takes a poo. Therefore, it should be, because it takes a poo. Wow, that's profound. Must be Nietzscheanism.
Inventive Harvest, in the video that I've responded to, said at about 11:30,
I tell you, it almost put me down.
Minutes, 30 seconds. This isn't that we're doing anything to anybody. We're not deliberately screwing up the universe to allow Cthulhu to wake up and run rampant all over the world.
Is that what he said in the video? Wow, I'll have to go watch that, I guess. It's down there. Yeah, so I'll have to go find out. It's not the video I saw. I only watch the ones with my name in it. Yeah, but just kind of like that.
Yeah. To the best and the most honest of our cognitions, or of our thinking.
No, come on. To say that the best you can do is deny evolution, no, I don't think that's doing the best you can do. No, I really don't. Sorry, not even close to doing the best you can do. No. Scientism? Yeah, no. Claiming scientism? No, that's not doing the best you can do. That is lame-ass, weak-ass shit.
Reasoning, this seems to be the way it is. Seems to be. Add guilt in there. No. You don't see it that way at all. You're just a bad person.
Well, look, it's just a fact, okay? You're going to call it guilt because I walk up to a car and say, you have lousy fuel economy. You're a shitty, you have a lousy green, whatever they call that index. You're just no good at being car. You got to do better. If I say, I got a computer that doesn't work. If I say, hey, computer, you got to do better. Oh, you're garbage. What, is it not the truth? It is the truth. You suck.
You're just
I don't want you to feel guilty. Yeah, no, there's lots of things I want to have happen to you. I want you to find yourself magnetically, attracted to pianos, dangling in the air.
You're just trying to cause trouble. Scapegoating.
No, you're trying to be an evasive, wimpy, putrid little selfish cunt and justify it.
The inmendham philosophy hinges upon guilt.
Whatever. It hinges upon recognizing that there's a difference between good and bad. That there's a difference between poison and something that's going to be nutritious. That there's a difference between, fundamentally, there's a value equation. And it makes a difference how you interact with the world. You can interact in a constructive way, or you can interact in a destructive way, in the sense that you can create more comfort in the future, or you can create more potential harm in the future. This is a truth. It is not for the purpose of imposing guilt. It is recognized for the purpose of causing change. Change in behavior. Guilt is useless if it does not change behavior. Yes, but the purpose is change, retard. It's not hard to figure out. I mean, you have to be kind of a liar not to understand that inmendham is advocating for change. Not the Obama kind, of course. That's kind of invisible.
Reality must be bent into shape, or else...
I don't even know what that means. No, reality must be respected. The truth is that it needs respect. If we have any hope of interacting with reality in a productive, constructive way, you must have respect for the truth.
Horrible things will happen, and it'll be the fault of the people who...
Yes, now, can't people, I mean, sincerely, you can hate my guts, right? But you can understand that there's a connection between waste and ignorance, can't you? That ignorance will likely cause waste. You can understand that connection, right? Misperception and waste. You can understand that, right? Misdiagnosis and waste. You can understand these connections, can't you? Yes, you can.
Refuse to do that. I've always said the meltdowns, the anger, the personal attack, the denunciations, and inmendham has...
Hello? What's, you could just say those exact words about, like, say a Jew and a Nazi, right? So if a Jew is emotional and personal about the behavior of Hitler, somehow the Jew is wrong. Yeah. It's all his fault. The defender of a right to be not fucked with, oh, yeah, you don't have a right not to be fucked with. I have a right to fuck you. No, you don't, fucker. And I'm going to call you a bad name when you're a trespassing fucker. When you fuck in a trespassing manner.
Ethics by denunciation down to a science.
Yes, that's right. It is science. That's right. It's evolution, fuckhead. Consumption, reproduction, cannibalism, addiction. You're a psychotic psychology, and that's all you really fucking goddamn are. You're a stupid collection of idiotic impulses, and you're pretending to be something sophisticated and complex when you're really just pretty much a penis with some neurons attached that twitches in certain ways that are, well, okay, that's okay, but that's not. Good touch, bad touch. Well, anyway, you're just a piece of shit. And you want to pretend that you're something magnificent and spectacular, but no, you're just really pretty much a smelly bag of fucking mucus and crap.
All of that is not some eccentricity. It's not some foible or character character quirk.
That is a personality, though. I mean, I do have a personality. But yeah, it is really all scientism.
The anger and the denunciation is part of the argument.
No it isn't. But whatever, you can take it as part of the argument if you want. It's just a rational monkey's response to recognizing that they're going to torture something. They're going to torture things. You could say they're going to torture my sister. They're going to torture my brother. I don't have a brother, but you know what I'm saying. I can understand that. Or they're going to torture me. I can see myself on the gurney with one of you maniacal mangalas with your hammer and your nail. And I can see you going for my eye. And I can say, this is what's going to happen. These fuckers will drive nails into eyes for all eternity unless somebody stands up and says, no, fuck you. I ain't going to just sit back and let that happen. I'm going to say, I'm going to do the minimum. And I'm going to say, you suck. Yeah, maybe I'll do that in big letters. You suck. Yeah, because you suck. You stupid, ignorant, fucking piece of shit. You nail-driving motherfucking cunt. Cunt's a good thing.
It's
cunt good. This thing bad. This thing is a skanky, herpes-laden dick.
Part of the cosmology. It's part of the point of view.
Of course it is. I'm just saying I'm a human monkey. Okay? And the monkey, alright, gets all hysterical, and you know, when things are going wrong, the monkey gets mad. A monkey will throw its goddamn poo at you, okay? It's known fact, okay? The chimpanzees will figure out that the humans don't like having poo thrown at them, and they'll figure it out, and they'll pick up their damn poo, and they'll throw it right in your goddamn face. Because they're monkeys, and yes, I'm a monkey that knows that's worth throwing poo at. Throw poo at that fucker. That'd be a baddie. That'd be bad. Bad human. Yeah, I know a bad human, and I know what to throw poo at, and you're worthy of some fucking monstrous guy. You deserve to have a whole fucking, the biggest dump truck on earth. Should just dump the poo right on you, you fucker.
The guilt that underpins all of this.
Again, it's not guilt, it's a title. You're being given a title, like a lordship or something in England. Whatever the thing, you know, I'll club you with my wand and say, I declare you asshole. Asshole of the realm. Bung. There, you've been declared. Now, you want to feel guilty about it, well, go ahead. I'm just making a declaration. You're a fucking cunt. Oh, damn, I did it again.
That says you can't go and think like that. You can't do that.
You can't. You shouldn't. Obviously you can, because you're doing it, you stupid fuck. I'm just recognizing that you're just a nail-driving motherfucking sadistic lunatic, and that we, the non-lunatics who don't want nails in eyes, should say, hey, stop that fucker. That'd be dumb.
Because on the other side of that wall, to quote, you know, from my favorite movie, Baron Munchausen, are the hordes of...
Baron Munchausen, his favorite movie? Alright, I can see it being in the top 100, but fuck. Favorite? Oh, come on. It was a little bit of a loopy too.
The Sultan's army, the Turks, are on the other side of that wall. If they get in here, they'll destroy everything. We cannot allow this.
I thought The Life of Brian was a much better movie. Yeah. Yeah. What have the Romans done for us? Besides medicine, and canals, and clean streets, and productivity, and cupcakes for everyone.
I don't know. Roger Friddle directed me to the Stephen King novella N, where a guy he develops obsessive...
I think Dolores Claiborne was actually his best novel. I mean, it's just really a brilliant movie, actually.
Compulsive disorder, but his obsessive compulsive disorder is an actual means of keeping an insane universe from smashing into our universe.
All right, no, I don't think that's happening. God, yeah, I don't think that's a realistic theory of how the world works. I don't think so.
The same thing. There's no goodness in the universe. We're just...
Oh, please. There's no difference between nail in the eye and cupcake in the belly. No difference. And this is, again, this is what? This is about as blind, sheeple, bullshitty as you can get. This is about as much like a religion as you can get. It's all okay. God loves your suffering. You know, it makes him all happy. So it's good stuff. Do some more. He loves it.
Saving ourselves from Satan taking over the universe. And anyone who actually isn't part of the solution is part of the problem.
Well, that's just a fact of life, fuckhead. Yeah, I mean, it's really not hard to figure out. Yeah. I mean, you got a running team, right? And you're in the Olympics, and you got like 4 guys that can run really fast and are really good, and then you got one 500-pound loaf of fucking bread who can't do step 1 without being all out of breath. And yeah, guess what? He's going to be a problem. He's not going to be part of the winning solution. He's going to be part of the failing problem.
Guilt. Don't let your thoughts go beyond a certain point.
Don't let Fatty on your team. Probably better. Fatheady either. Don't let Fatheady on your team either.
Because when you do, you unlock Cthulhu. You allow Satan into this universe. Or
whatever. So again, this idea, don't recognize that there's a difference between cupcakes and nail in the eye. Because once you do that, you'll have to be sensible and responsible, and that's no fun.
Or your relativism, your mental masturbation, your stupid word games.
Right, your crap that you get to make up the truth. Oh yeah, the universe is whatever I say it is. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just so fucktarted. Yeah, you're not going to cure malaria that way. I'll just mentally make it go away by imagining it doesn't really exist. Poof, there. It's all gone now, right? Because I imagined it away. How could it possibly exist if I annihilated it mentally? It must not exist anymore. Yay! No, that isn't going to work, is it? Does anybody really think that's going to work?
If they get out and they influence enough people, will allow suffering to continue forever, and it'll be your fault.
That's exactly the truth. That's right. When something bad happens, it happens because of a reason, and the people who made it possible for the thing to happen because the reason happened are the people responsible. That's right. Yeah. Fukushima wasn't the earthquake's fault. Get it? Yeah, it was somebody else's fault.
You have to sort of see that argument as a whole. And then the rage and the personal attacks and the vituperation and everything actually make sense.
I don't know what that was, but whatever. We'll just pass on that one because I don't know what the fuck he just said.
It's part of the argument. It's part of the case.
Yes, Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, the fact that something matters means that it will create mattering emotions inside of you. That's right. If we had a discussion about, like volunteering you for medical experiments, right? So you, person listening, if I had a discussion with the authorities about who we should choose to have, oh yes, we're going to do some medical experiments, I think we should use that guy, and I'm using your name. And yes, let's pull his nuts off and then shove them up his nostrils and do all kinds of blah, blah, blah. If I was having that conversation, it would make a little bit of sense for you to have maybe a little bit of an emotional reaction and say, I think they're talking about something important. I think this is significant. I think I'll react. I think that's what you're going to do. I don't think you're just going to go, oh, well, that's an interesting conversation. I'll put it down in my interesting conversation book.
You can't just say, if these people would stop being so horrible and so nasty and misanthropic and everything, maybe I could deal with them.
Selfish country is not misanthropery. Yeah, there. I got another songery. Yippity, yippity, yay, yay, yay.
How can they do that, given what their worldview is, what their cosmology is? If I had their cosmology, I would be exactly the same way.
That's right. If I had pimples that big on my butt, I wouldn't go anywhere in public either.
But I don't have that cosmology. And it's not a question of me wanting to, although...
Yeah, I don't have to accept science, and I don't have to think like a rational person. I could just say bippity, bippity, boopity, boop. And so what if that provokes other people to pull their eyes out and eat them? It's not my fault. I don't know who's more to blame. Yes, the people who aren't hitting you with their car, or yeah, I don't know.
And this will be the way that it's phrased. It's saying that I'm just doing this on purpose, or I'm playing games, or whatever. I think that it's funny that everybody is suffering. Or
I think you're a sick motherfucker. That's what I think. I think you need some time in. I think you need this a long rest in some sort of confining bed.
You know, I have some sort of, Schadenfreude. I'm getting kicks out of.
Yeah, that's what we should call the ropes we'll tie you down with, Schadenfreude.
On people's faces or something like that. A denunciation, guilt, scapegoating.
Whatever. Let's just put you in one of those. Let's put you in a guilt cage if we can. Let's go build one and shove you in it. Yes, good idea. I'm all for it. I'll vote for it. I'll pay for it. Does somebody want to take up a fund to do it? Yes, let's do it.
That's what ensues. Again, you get from an axiom that A is A.
Evolution is sucky.
And you get automatically, or not automatically, but inexorably, you get to the spike in the eye.
Humans sucky. Putting spikes in eyes and such. Torturing things for no good reason because they have some delusion. I'm going to create the next superhero. Yeah, me and fatty wifey are going to have super baby. And it's going to have everything and be wonderful. It's not going to just die of cancer when it's 7. No, it's going to be super cool. No, it's going to be super fail. Super drunk. Super loser.
Or the slave owner raping his slaves. Simply by accepting a certain axiom as inviolable.
The axiom is... Sorry, I missed that. Who's you're talking about? Yeah. You're just saying there's a practical truth. There's a practical truth. There is such a thing as fuel economy. It's not something made up. It's a real thing. And there's certain things called a productive life and a destructive life. It's a fact. It's a reality. You can cause more pain or you can cause more comfort. It's a truth.
It is haram to challenge that point of view because of the horrible things that will ensue.
Well, whatever. You're not challenging it with a fact. So again, if you would just please provide me the list of facts demonstrating that the human existence is somehow doing something of substance worthy of the 500 million years of organisms being ground up alive, eaten alive for. So if you can just tell me what the human race did last year to make it all worthwhile that little Chinese kid got run over in the street several times. If you can just show me the one thing the human race did that was worth that, okay, I'll concede your argument. But you're not going to do that.
I get that.
You don't get shit. And you should get it, though. You should get shit really... Well, you will. Like I said, the worms will start eating you soon enough, fucker.
I suppose...
I mean, I would like to be there and just do some, superiority dancing on your suffering.
That's why it kind of evokes...
You're getting what you deserve. You're getting what you deserve. You're getting what you deserve. I'd love to be singing that song to you. just to give just to make your brain tumor that much worse. I'd love to be singing my annoying "You're getting exactly what you deserve, motherfucker" song.
Fear in people when you start kicking every single prop away. But I repeat, and yet it moves. And it doesn't matter if...
that cliche makes it okay. Well, the little Chinese kid ain't moving anymore. That's for fucking sure. Well, he probably is a little bit, right? Because the worms are eating him and making the flesh jiggle a little. And yet it moves.
Reality doesn't fit. Reality is still what it is. Or it's not.
Well, what is it again? How is that an explanation for why you're voting for it? I mean, what? Obama's a lying scum. But, He's the only Obama we have, and yet it's black. So I'll vote for it. Is that the logic? Is that supposed to be compelling logic? No, I don't think so. I think it's a crock of shit.
So simplistically encapsulated, I guess. Because I'm not even saying reality is a particular thing.
Yeah, well, that's exactly the point. That's right. You're too stupid to figure out that reality is a particular thing.
What I'm saying is reality isn't so easily pinned down.
Well, I think it's pretty easy. Cupcake, nail in the eye. Ooh, that's an easy one. Yeah, I can see the difference between those two things. Yeah, that was easy. Anyway, I hate this planet. I do hate this planet. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Painting. Kind of earthy. I wonder what it is. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Probably a movie about being drunk or something. Anyway, levitating moon. How to find your writing voice. Improve your writing style. Oh, she's doing it upside down. That's the way to do it. Anti-gravity boots. Who would have figured? One's a little fat here. Don't care what words spell like. Oh, smell like. Don't care if they grow in the dark. Glow in the dark? Oh, I don't know. That's just weird. Retarded is what it probably is. So this is some sort of pervert gay thing, I guess. A chick taking a shower like that. Doon, doon, doon. I guess everything else can just fuck off and leave me alone. Anyway, so enough of a video. I'm going to try to do something different. See how it goes. This guy's trying to do something different, but it looks like it's stupid. He's got a bicycle on a piece of wood. Creative. He's very creative. Yeah, creative stunts. Oh, cool. He's going to ride a bicycle on the wood, and the wood will spin in a circle, probably, right? Wow, wow, wow. That's so fucking cool. Holy shit. Wow. That's worth a dead Chinaman, right? Oh yeah, you could kill a lot of Chinese kids for the old bicycle trick. Wow, us Earthlings are so cool. I wonder how many views that piece of shit got. 4 million views. 4 million views. For bicycle riding in a circle. Right. Don't be afraid. Everything's just fine. Yeah, sorry, I just was thinking about, well, maybe I should climb back up into a womb. So I'm starting, well, I don't really want to go back in my mother's because, yeah, hers is kind of old. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go find me a womb to go climb into. Get the fuck out of here.